I'm Nancy Bohl Bormann in Kossuth County. I live here on a farm with my husband Matt and my two boys Reese and Quinn, and another baby on the way. We raise corn and soybeans, and I also work for Maschhoff Environmental, working in nutrient management issues with pork producers and environmental compliance and technical support in those areas. I guess another thing I'm involved with over the last few years, I've been elected Kossuth County Soil and Water District Commissioner, and that way I've also, there's 5 of them in each county in Iowa, and you get a little bit more involved with your local Soil and Water Conservation District and NRCS office, and you kind of get to be involved in more things going on and keep up to speed with different programs. I've also been elected second alternate for the district, so that's been interesting too, to be involved kind of more at the state level too, and just to know what's going on and try to publicize more events and more programs so people are aware of what's out there and things that are going on.
I'm Angie Reek-Hintz. I'm an extension field agronomist for Iowa State University. Nancy really came to the top of my mind when this opportunity came out to nominate, and really her involvement in many things. Obviously, I've known her through her work with Maschhoff's in manure nutrient management, and when we're talking about women impacting the land in Iowa, where we are #1 in livestock production, especially in hogs where Nancy works, her working with producers one-on-one from an environmental standpoint is crucial. The regulations are not easy to understand. Nutrient management planning isn't always black and white, and Nancy has that professional and educational background to work one-on-one with those producers. So I've always admired her taking on that task, working with our livestock producers. My relationship with Nancy isn't so much about her farming operation or Matt's, but I have seen them in action at some field days and some other things. So I'm very impressed with what their farm goals are, and they're conservation-minded folks, right? Trying some new things in this day and age, strip till, cover crops. And while people may not always think they're new, if you've never tried them before, they're new to you. So it takes a while to come up to speed. One growing season to another is not similar, so there's always challenges every year, and they're sticking it out, and for the right reasons.
It has evolved over the years with me and Matt. Currently, we're mainly grain farmers of corn and soybeans here in Kossuth County. We do a few specialty items growing seed soybeans for Pioneer, and this year we're also growing some seed corn for Pioneer also. I guess a few of the things we've been trying over the years, we've been migrating more and more to using strip tillage in our fields. So that's just one pass. Maybe you'll be able to see there later. It's just you're tilling up a thin strip for the seed bed for the planter to come through, and then leaving the rest of the residue in between the rows. We personally have done aerial seeding so far. We've done rye 2 years, and we did a oats and radish mix last year, strip tiled with the Iowa Soybean Association. So they've all been kind of, interesting and different. Last year was a winter kill, so you didn't have to worry about spraying it. This year we had rye, and you do have to worry about making sure it gets killed in a timely manner, dealing with the field condition, how wet it is, windy, temperature, all that thing. So, we've done more and more. Did 100 acres of cover crops here this year, so that's the most we've done so far. And we've had some other experiences with our family members drilling it too this last year and having success with that. I guess some of the big changes we've had was, well, one, don't have as much livestock. We used to have hogs and cattle. Now that we're doing more strip till, we've been able to downsize we've sold our large field cultivator and just got a small one back for odds and ends. Reduced the size of our ripper. We got, traded out our large Steiger tractor so we've been able to change out some equipment actually, and that's been a slow but steady progress as you get more comfortable, and it takes some money to to buy some of this equipment is expensive, and trying out the strip till bar, deciding what you like and that you feel comfortable enough to switch out some of your other equipment. So we've been, I guess, evolving on our farm operation in that way, I'd say, especially with the equipment side of things. I guess advice that I'd give women in ag is just to, keep being involved and keep having a voice, and don't be afraid to speak up, because other people aren't going to be afraid to speak up either. So you may as well give your opinion, and you is relevant and it matters, and you're probably knowledgeable about it, so you might as well have a voice at the table too.